Hello everybody, this is Claudia. I am here with Sukhvinder, and he's a yoga teacher, meditation teacher. We met here in India, in Goa, in the state of Goa, at PDI Ayurveda Yoga Center and Ayurveda School. It's also known as ISRA, European Institute of Yoga Science, very well known in Europe, in the Netherlands, and there are clinics here in India. Sukhi ji is bringing his yoga teacher training, and he was very kind to accept me interviewing him. So hello.
Namaste, Sat Shri Akal everyone.
Yes. So I want to bring to you the knowledge of more about the yoga practice, meditation practice. How can it help with your mental health and your well-being and your emotional balance? I see a lot of people in yoga therapy counseling, psychology, and I think combining the knowledge of yoga science with Western psychology is a great, strong combination for health and for growth. So we're going to talk about all of that today. So let's go right into my first question is, tell us about your background. Your background, what were you doing before starting to teach yoga?
Originally, I'm from Delhi, India. Born, brought up, did my engineering, and almost worked for almost 1.5 decades in Delhi in a corporate company in power sector. I was into engineering. So then later on, I switched on to yoga and meditation teacher training, the business of yoga and holistic wellness, basically.
Yes.
So we are teaching yoga trainings, we are making yoga teachers in different styles of yogas, as well as we sell Ayurvedic and herbal teas for different ailments like blood pressure, diabetes, which basically helps to bring body back to balance. I'll not say they are the medicines, that will be the wrong claim. They are the herbs which will bring your body back to the balance. So we have approximately 13-14 teas, which are basically the composition of different herbs. Which brings the body back to the balance or helps to bring the ailment down. So we also do that too.
Yes, very good. You also have training in Ayurveda.
Yes.
Yes, as well as I have like basic knowledge, training in India, and we believe in food being medicinal, but we are careful with using the word medicine, right? Because Ayurveda is more for health prevention, illness prevention, health maintenance, and recovery from illness, from surgeries, from cancer. It's wonderful for recovery. Even in the West, right, in America, it's been accepted, Ayurveda, the science of life. What inspired you to become a yoga teacher and leave the corporate world?
Nice question. Like I was passionate with engineering. I chose it. So I was working good, I was growing great. Shifting from one company to the next, increasing my profile, learning more things. I was into energy sector, the power sector, how the energy gets produced by thermal power. So I was into that. So I shifted from one company to another, and I expanded in terms of money, position, as well as knowledge. So there was a point where I reached, I'll say, the saturation of the sector. And then I had knowledge, I had experience, I had nice salary. I did whatever I wanted to do in the life. I had a good amount of money, I'll say, right amount of money. Not too much, but the life was on a ease. When you have comfortable money, then the inner problem starts coming out. Earlier you are running for the bread and butter race. So if you don't have money, then you'll be running for the first race, which is bread and butter. When the bread and butter comes, then you start entertaining the internal issues, the voids of inside. So basically you try to fill your voids with materialistic aspects like home, this and that, big lavish home, cars. So this can go in increasing. People do not realize that the void which they are trying to fill is not of materialistic aspects. So they try to fill it with shopping or food. They eat junk food or wrong relationship choice.
Yes.
Or too much socialization, going into toxic friendship relationship or group circles or relationships also. Likewise. So you try to fill your void with materialistic things, but that void needs your connectivity with yourself. So the moment you realize that the void needs something else to fill it, you'll always be in a problem. You have to realize this, it has to be filled with something special. That is your connection with your being, your inner being. So the moment you taste that, you touch your inner being once only for a few seconds, then that void gets slightly filled up, I'll say.
Yeah.
Then you get that, this is something which I want exactly.
Okay.
So I started with, I was very thin guy, I started with gym. So first I worked on my awareness of the body. So I physically become a normal person. So a balanced being. Then I started experiencing that due to gym you will have lactic acid issues. I used to tie turban, so my shoulder used to pain. And in the phone you are talking to someone and your shoulder will pain because of the lactic acid.
Yeah.
Then I researched about
muscles.
some mudras on the internet and started practicing them. Then I came to understand that there are some asanas which you can do, mild stretching. I was just doing for the sake of my body. So it started from the body, and then I researched more about yoga and tried yoga postures. Then meditation came into my life when I had some broken relationships, or I'll say I was feeling down also, depressed in meanwhile. So then I started meditation. So again I took the help of YouTube, the certain frequencies, 465, this and that, some flute music, frequency music, likewise multiple things you are available on internet.
Yeah.
So I tried with that, which helped me to sit, which taught me how to sit and go inside. It gave me a taste of inside world, inner world. And later on I researched with more meditation techniques, modern meditation techniques. I started meditating. So meditation brought something, a new quality in me, which was about, I'll say, more creative, more sensitivity. It increased my sensitivity very much. And awareness level also. Then I was breathing properly, and pranayama I started practicing. Asana started becoming more, I'll say, easy or with ease. Earlier it was like a physical stretch. Then it was like a proper asana. You are feeling it. You are enjoying the present moment. Then I started tasting, and then I started getting interested in philosophy.
Yeah.
And by I started going into the depth. Then I did multiple trainings, one after another. First in Hatha Yoga, then it's Ashtanga Vinyasa. Then I got trained in Yin Yoga, then Iyengar style of yoga, Ayurveda, laughter yoga from Dr. Madan Kataria. Then I did my meditation teacher training from Osho International, which is more about the meditation techniques for a modern man.
Yeah.
The complex modern man. Okay. Osho is really good in that. So with traditional meditations, I incorporate Osho meditations and a lot of laughter. Because laughter is something which is needed in this world. We are filled with seriousness.
Yes, yes. Yes, of course.
Dr. Madan Kataria, who is my guru, who is the inventor of laughter yoga, has a big contribution in the world of laughter yoga. But laughter is a tool which is not a new thing. It is being used from last so many centuries. Like if you have heard about Potai, the laughing Buddha with the shaved head, big belly, you might have seen his statues. He got enlightened while laughing. So his tool was laughter. So he used to go in the marketplace. He used to laugh. Because his laughter was so infectious, people used to look at him and they used to also start laugh. So people used to laugh for hours and hours. And they used to go inside and then they used to sit, meditate. And then he used to move to the next place. He never used to utter a single word.
That's amazing.
That's his tool. So that is how laughter is powerful. It works on your physical body. It's like from head to toe, from the nervous system to the urogenital system, to each and every system it works on. Plus it works on your emotions. It releases the pent up emotions, negative emotions, induces positive emotions, the feel good hormones.
Yeah.
Then it calms down the mind. I took one workshop in Delhi. There was one lady who is into business. She runs a business. So she has a hyperactive brain. Hyperactive brain. And she also comes to the yoga classes. So she said, when it comes to Shavasana, I was never able to relax in Shavasana. Like it was a nightmare for me. And then once she attended this laughter yoga session with me, We laughed so much, so much. And then after that, when she sat in meditation, she said, the 15 minutes passed like, and I was like silent. I never experienced that kind of silence.
Nice.
So it seizes your mind. It brings so much silence within. Thought patterns disappear. And socially it helps to connect. At the same time, spiritually it also brings the ego level down. It's like a very beautiful tool,
yes,
which works on each and every plane of your being. So, and it's one of my favorite.
Don't start. Should we tell them?
What?
We're laughing because we had to stop the video 3 times.
Yes.
Because something happened. Then we started again. Something happened. We ran out of space, and then we stopped, and something happened back here with the water. So we said, let's just laugh. Life goes on.
Yes.
It's incredible, yeah, to have a positive attitude.
Yeah, this
and
is
laughing.
That is what the laughter has given me in my real life also. So when I get tense sometimes,
yeah,
or when I am not finding the solution, I just laugh at the problem. The problem will not disappear.
Yes.
But your attitude will change.
Yes. Yeah. What is your spiritual belief, and how it helped you with your own personal growth?
Okay, so it's a very big, broad question. So I'll say how spirituality has helped me. For example, in this context, I will say that I have used the tools of yoga, asanas, pranayama, kriyas, meditation, laughter, prayers, chanting, mantras, everything, a complete package. So my approach towards spirituality is the combination of Gyan Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Since I am from the Sikh background, so Sikhism, if you see, Hinduism also is following the Bhakti Marg, so Sikhism is mixture of Bhakti Marg and Sufism. So if you go to any Sikh temple, which is a Guru Dwara, Guru ka Dwar, the gate of the Guru, where you meet the Guru, inner Guru as well as the outer Guru also.
Yeah.
So it's all about, you'll see people singing. So that is how the Guru Nanak, first Guru, got enlightened. So it's a Bhakti Marg, a way of a devotee from the heart. Since I have both the personalities in me, both the seeds of a Gyan Yogi, since I'm into engineering, I'm very technical. So Buddha also appeals to me, and this Bhakti Marg also appeals to me. So I take both the angles. So I work on myself from both the angles, the Bhakti Marg as well as the Gyan Marg also, which is the logic, intuition, as well as the heart,
yes,
emotional view also. So where it comes to surrender, when it comes to analyze the thoughts by going deep into the layers of your subconscious mind, why I'm feeling like this, where is it coming from? Then you go further down, then you can go to the root issue of the problem. That if you said something bad to me, on the layer we'll say I felt bad. Why do I felt bad? Because the ego got hurt. Why ego got hurt? Because then you go further down, because it was happening. Then you dissect, you go further down, and then you go to the root cause, that this is the issue, inferiority complex, or something like that. It could be childhood trauma, or could be anything. So you go to the deepest core of your subconscious mind, and then you get aware of that thing, which is the root cause of your pain, which was on the top layer. When you become aware of that, next time it will not affect you that much.
Yeah.
The more it happens, the more you will be detached from it, because you are understanding that by wisdom, not from here. You are understanding from your wisdom that this things or this behavior triggers this type of thoughts, which is coming from here, so I should not react.
That's self-awareness.
Yes, exactly.
You teach a lot of self-awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like both the combination. I implement both the things.
Okay.
So
for people who are listening, Buddhism doesn't believe in necessarily a God. It's all about understanding your mind, yourself, and your own nature, and controlling it, managing it well, right?
Yes.
So it's very logical, very technical. And Bhakti Yoga is another modality of yoga where you just pour your heart into the divine, life, the universe. You feel a lot of love, singing. So he combines both of those primarily, no?
Yeah.
So those are your spiritual beliefs.
Yeah, I follow both the parts. At the same time, I'll say if you read all the scriptures from Hinduism, Bhagavad Gita, the conversation of Bhagavan Krishna and Arjun, and then if you read the books of Buddhism, Sikhism, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, so all are talking about some common enemies. If you'll see or read all the book 4 granths, you'll come up with the conclusion that all are talking about the 5 enemies of the mind, which are Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar and Matsya. Some are talking about Mad, which is pride and ego, Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So I consider 5 and 6.
Okay.
For me, the Buddhist beliefs, Hinduism and everything, I compile everything. So I consider 6 for me, which I see in myself.
Yeah.
Kam is desire. So many people decode Kam as sexuality, sexual desire. But that is one angle, one dimension of Kam. Kam is very broad. It has money, power, prestige, relationship, desires, n number of desires. Desires have like roots of a tree, infinite. So that is Kam. Then comes Krodh, which is anger. Then Moh, which is attachment. Lobh is greed. And then ego is Ahankar. And then finally come Matsya, which is jealousy. So I consider these 6. Everyone has these 6.
Yes.
Now, what the problem with the people who these days, or I'll say the Asian people also who were like yogis, they start fighting directly with the Kam, which is one of the most strongest among all 6.
Yeah, desires.
Which is. So if you start in the beginner, when you have started your spiritual journey, or you are following a so-called religious path of any religion, which you believe in, any path, so you start fighting yourself with the Kam. And it is told to you that control the Kam. But philosophy and theory is not going to control the Kam. And if you even try to suppress it, you cannot hold it because it is very powerful. Desires. You can't cut your desires. So it's like you are a child who just learned how to hold a sword and you are trying to fight an undefeated warrior of your country. Now go and fight with him. What will happen? You'll die or you'll lose. That happens with you when you start fighting with Kam. So leave the Kam, ignore him. He is the least one. One should be least bothered about Kam. Now look at Krodh, which is anger. Lobh, which is greed, attachment, Moh, ego, and ego is Ahankar, and then Matsya, which is jealousy. Now go inside and just try to check, or you can just sketch in a pad, take a note, which is among these is the strongest one in you. 2 will be strong in you, some will not be. Like for example, in my case, I'll say anger, and anger is one which is strongest in me.
Yes.
And ego. Of course, ego is everywhere. So if you will decode it further, then you will come to the ego. Ego is something which basically is leading to other 3 or 4s. Like when the ego gets hurts, you get angry. It's the ego that wants me, greed. I should get it. It's ego which is talking about attachment, my people, my love, my relationship, my things, my. It's the ego who's getting fulfilled. Now it's the ego which is getting hurt and saying jealousy because he got it, I didn't got it. She got it, I didn't got it. I deserve it, I didn't get it. Why she get it? So jealousy. Again, ego gets hurt. So if you start working on your ego, if you start bringing the ego down, you will see the anger is coming down, or Moh is coming down, jealousy is coming down,
yes,
and others are coming down. So the first thing you should work on is ego. So try to bring, and now you can use many tools, self-awareness, meditation. These are just techniques. I'll say any kind of a technique that you practice meditation, these are just tools to bring awareness within you.
Yeah.
These are not so-called meditation. Meditation is the real life experience which you live in moment to moment in your daily life. Like real life activity, you are having an argument with someone and at that time you apply that, what you have learned. It's like split second decisions, nano picoseconds decision you have to take. You have to watch what is happening. Somebody is like abusing you, are you burning from inside, you're watching this breath, burning sensations happening inside and you want to react, you want to burst, but you hold. You watch what is happening. Why I'm bursting? Why is it coming from? The moment you start watching it, it goes down. Now you will not react. You will give him a response or her a response.
Yeah.
That's a mature way. You learn through techniques. So
Yes.
first you have to go through techniques. Then when the ego starts coming down, these all four will come down, and eventually when the ego will come down to a level, then the desire will also fall. Certainly. Because the ego what is desiring, na? Actually. I want that, I should have power, I should have money, I should have prestige, I should have beautiful women, I should have sex with this much people, I should do this, I should be a politician, I should be a powerful man, I should get attention. All is ego boosting. So ego is a root where you have to work on. Now how do you work? You have to find your own ways. Explore different tools, which lowers down your ego is the right tool for you.
Yes.
And self-awareness in day-to-day activities.
Yes, very important. That's why we make emphasis on the ego a lot in
Yes.
in Indian practices, yoga
Yeah.
teachings, to lower the ego.
Yes,
Have it
exactly.
under control. Yeah. Okay, very good. So for you, you felt like anger and ego were needed to be tamed in your life, and you are achieving that with yoga practices.
Yes, I'll say since I'm from a Sikh family. Now Sikhs are someone who are born warriors.
Yes.
If you'll see Indian forces, you'll see them in armies, Air Force, Navy. Like I wanted to be army officer. I'll show you the picture.
Yeah.
In fancy dress competition, I'm a soldier. Until the age of 16, 17, I wanted to be Air Force pilot, fighter pilot. Sukhoi 25, 27, I used to wanted to fly. Although I was rejected.
Okay.
I didn't clear the exam. So later on I became an engineer. So it's like my uncle is also, my mother's brother is also for armed forces. My cousin brother applied for 3 times. He had a small dot in his eye, and that's why he was getting rejected every time. He cleared the exams, he cleared the physical fitness test. Only in the medical, because of the small spot in the eye, he was rejected.
Very strict.
Yeah. So that is the passion you will see in the Sikhs for the serving country and the army armed forces. So that warriorship is in the blood, in the DNA. So that warriors are like, the anger is one tool in them. It is there.
Yeah.
So it is there. Also if you know about Ayurveda, so you have Vat, Pitta and Kapha. In English you say it Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Is just a pronunciation as per English language. So I am a Pitta person. Pitta is like fire. Again something fire, anger. And at that time, early time, I was like, since in our culture, non-vegetarian food is very common. So I was a non-vegetarian. So now all 3 things are increasing. My personality is Pitta. My DNA is a warrior's DNA.
Yeah.
And I'm eating non-vegetarian food, which is like fire, more petrol into it. So the anger is something which was very strong in my personality.
Yes, yes.
So this is how I decoded, and I stopped eating the non-vegetarian food.
Okay.
Like it's good to be angry sometimes, but it should not be a destructive anger.
Right.
Self-protective anger is good.
Yes, very good. Anger, can protect you, save your life.
Yes.
Gain respect.
Exactly. But it should not be a destructive anger.
Yes.
That you are fighting with your own mother and your relatives or your wife, hitting them.
Yes. And it's making you sick.
Hurting others, hurting yourself. So that's not the right anger actually.
Yeah. You mentioned something important that I practice a lot and I recommend to people is to be aware of everything you put inside your system, right? Through your food, through your senses, what you watch, what you listen to, the people you hang out with. Everything influences your nature and your state of mind and your physical body, your subtle body, everything. You know, like he's saying that you're saying like you used to eat meat, right? Non-vegetarian,
which is basically chicken.
Chicken, and you are Pit, so very fiery, and then emotionally you tended to be a little angry. So you discovered that was an imbalance through yoga and Ayurveda, and you are able to bring balance to your life.
Again, I will not say that because various cultures have different beliefs and food patterns according to where they live.
Yes.
Now, if you'll see Ladakh people, they follow Buddhism, but they eat yak.
Meat.
Meat. But Buddhism is about compassion and love.
Yeah.
Non-violence. But you will be amazed that you are eating yak meat, non-vegetarian food, because there is snow. The place they live does not have any vegetables.
Right.
The higher. So they have no choice.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you have a choice, you can opt for something. I'll say try and test.
Yes.
I will not say somebody who is eating non-vegetarian food is a sinner or go to hell.
No, no.
Exactly. So you just try.
Yeah.
You just try and test. If you are calm, composed with a vegetarian, non-vegetarian food also, then it's good.
Yeah.
Then it's good. No problem at all.
Yes.
But if you see that it is bringing some, just try to experiment. Just see when you are vegetarian yourself, you're having a watch on your food, what is going into your system,
Yeah.
what type of, if you are eating, just modify your diet and just observe your mental patterns, your emotional patterns. If they are coming on track, that means this is the right food for you. If just try and test, it's all about experimentation.
Yeah.
So I found that when I am vegetarian, I'm eating wholesome diet,
You feel better.
I feel good. I have a control on my mind better.
Yes.
When
And
I'm into
you have to be
non-vegetarian
aware
food,
of your
yes,
own body, how
yes.
it responds, and modify accordingly.
Yes. And second thing is when you start practicing asanas, meditation, you become very sensitive. Now you cannot put garbage into your body. Your body will signal you exactly at the same moment that don't take it plus. Please don't avoid it. So if you overpower that signals, then you are not doing justice to your body, neither to yourself.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of satisfying your
Your
taste
body
buds.
talks to you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. If you listen, you pause and be conscious of what is my body telling me.
Yes. I changed from 180 degree like this.
Yeah.
It was like I was an introvert, shy,
Yes.
unconfident person. That
Hesitating.
That was me.
You were shy.
Yeah, shy. Backhand guy, never wanted a spotlight on me.
Yeah.
Hitting, never expressed my feelings. And shy of girls, not confident with talking with girls. And so that was my personality. Not a stage speaker, not good English at all. Although I studied in a good school which had A level of English.
Yeah.
But I was not. But then I started meditation, yoga, which like literally transformed, give me a 180 turn. Transformed my personality completely.
Okay.
So now I know the art of introversion and extroversion both. I know how to go in. When I need it, I go in. When I want to go out, I'm out. It's like that.
What do you think gave you that confidence?
Exposure and overpowering the fear. Fear will always be there.
Yes.
Within you. Fear will never die. But it's all about tasting the fear. Just try to become Try to become uncomfortable.
Yes.
Start embracing the discomfort.
Yes.
I'll say.
Exactly. That's what yoga practices suggests, no? To get out of your comfort zone, to wake up early, to do yoga, to eat consciously, to stay in a posture for a long time. It's not only for physical vanity, it's for mental strength, to develop strength, right?
Yes.
And that increases your self-confidence, also meditation. It requires mental strength, increases your confidence, and that helps, no?
Yes. It's like many things are working together.
Yeah.
It's not one thing.
Right.
The asanas are working on you, making you more flexible. Now, physical flexibility also leads to neuronal flexibility. Your neuroplasticity also changes. It's like motor neurons firing up, na? So if you are becoming physically flexible, you will be becoming mentally flexible also.
Yes.
And the law of life is like life is dynamic. It changes every moment. It's like random. It's flux.
Yeah.
So once you understand this at every level, when you understand from wisdom,
Yes.
your experience, when everything is changing, how can I hold on to something? So your thought patterns, your beliefs, you will challenge them. So it's not only on it's like looks like you are doing asana, but many subtle things are happening.
I love that. That's it. That's right. Is the brain connected to the body, the body mind?
Many things are happening. Actually,
Yes.
It's like, I call it complete scientific process. Like our senses are inputs. Like in computer world, in engineering, we say input devices and output devices.
Yes.
Okay. We use this terminology in our engineering terminologies. So inputs, exactly in our body we have 5 senses which are inputs to our brain, through which we program ourselves, condition ourselves. This is black, this is white, this is black, this is brown, this is yellow. Okay. So this is how we are programmed.
Yeah.
The rights and wrongs are programmed into us through the senses. Now what you put into your system, you have to be very choosy about that.
Yeah.
And you need to challenge this belief pattern throughout the life. That is how you will evolve.
Okay.
Society programs you, and then spirituality deprograms you.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like undoing whatever you have learned.
Yes. Deprogramming is very important.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what yoga does. The
Exactly.
yoga science, okay? Yoga methods, everything reprograms your brain, your belief system, your mind into a much healthier way of living.
Yeah.
Very more conscious, more balanced. How do you see people, what do you think is the most predominant emotional issue or mental health issue that they are battling?
I will say the people who comes to my classes, majority of them are struggling with stress and anxiety mainly.
Yeah.
And many emotional suppressions. And then, physics, law of physics is energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It changes from one form to another.
Yeah.
So what you eat becomes energy. Now, if you're not utilizing that energy in a way, it will stay in the body, it will become stress, it will become anxiety, and later the hormonal imbalance will happen. Then it will come into the next layer, mental layer, physical layer, and then a disease will manifest into the body. That is how it works. So it can start from a mental layer, it can start from a physical layer also. It goes vice versa.
The anxiety and the stress.
Or any disease, I'll say. So some people come with a physical issue, overweight, pain issues here and there, lower back pain, shoulder, these issues, which are like, you can work on them. Then majority of people are struggling with mental issues, stress, anxiety, anger, depression, and I'll say grief is also there, and helplessness, feeling of helplessness is also there.
Yes.
So these are the issues which I see, and to work on them you have to start using the tools of yoga, meditation, laughter yoga, or any other sound healing, or any other practices which you feel which clicks to you.
Yes, very important.
Which
It's exploration.
Yes, try.
Try the toolbox and see what works for you, no?
Yes, exactly. So you start up with these things which the asana you'll do, they'll cleanse your physical body, makes the body fit and physically. Your systems will be detoxed. Then you take a right Ayurvedic or yogic diet which suits your personality, your being, your constitution as per Ayurveda. Then you filter out the content. Just stop watching garbage on the internet, scrolling, Instagram, YouTube. You have to be very cautious about that. Then meditate, release negative emotions through cathartic meditations. Laughter is the best tool, one of the safest tool. Cry, I will say cry, laugh.
Yes.
This is important.
Yeah.
Crying is considered as a very bad thing for male, but I'll say cry. There is nothing wrong in crying, laughing, weeping, screaming, but not on others.
Yes, alone as a practice.
Alone, yes. When you feel like crying, cry.
Catharsis, that's what you mean,
yes. So cleanse yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally. Then when your toxins, physical as well as mental, are purged out, you will feel ease with yourself. Then you will be able to connect with your real being. Earlier it's just noise. Cha 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 pa pa pa. From here, sensations, from the thoughts, from the emotions. It's not your inner voice. Your inner voice is suppressed below all these noises.
That's right.
Which are coming from body, mind, emotions, as well as from outside, aspirations, societies, things, what are portrayed on you, what are imposed on you. So these are all noises coming up, and your voice is suppressed below this. So when these all noises settle down or they are relaxed, then you'll be able to listen to your real voice.
Yes.
Your real inner voice, or you say the guru, the real guru.
Your inner guru.
Inner guru is also, you can call it inner guru also.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can say Paramatma, the God, we can also call it God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I see people in counseling, and they also come with a lot of anxiety, stress, always anxiety, depression, and a lot of low self-esteem.
Yes.
Right? Like, I'm not worthy, I'm not worth enough, I'm not good enough. Yes, and that comes from childhood, impressions, many things, maybe past lives. If you believe in that, we believe in past lives, right? And but the science of yoga, the teachings of yoga and all the practices that we have mentioned, they help to really keep the perspective, right? Like I call it like keeping a bird's eye view and not drowning on yourself and your own story, right? Like I refer to this like our narrative. So sometimes we become used to our narrative, our story, right? Let's say that my story is my girlfriend left me and I'm in pain. And you can marinate, I call it marinate, like swimming in this suffering. And that becomes your identity. You become used to it.
Yeah.
So part of the work we do, as therapists and yogis and counselors, right? You're away in counseling people as well.
Yes.
Is how to bring them out, inspire them to bring them out themselves. They bring out themselves of this pool of suffering, mental suffering.
Yes.
Because then is who am I if I am not my narrative that I have been for the past 20 years, 30 years. So that is risking change, like this is not my narrative anymore. It's just a chapter in my life and I have a whole book.
Yeah.
Right? And practices like that. It's a lot of mindset also, no?
Exactly.
Mindset. Okay.
Yes.
And yoga helps a lot with all of that.
Yes.
Spirituality, we mean spirituality is bring back the simplicity, bring back the self-awareness, don't drown in the sad story of your life, because you also have great things in your life. Everybody, even if you're going through terrible things, no?
Yes.
Just for the audience to know, if you want to check Sukhiji's websites and social media, you have like 20 plus followers on YouTube?
22,000 on English channel, Yoga Chaitanya, and 9,000 approximately on a Hindi channel. If you understand Hindi, then Yoga Chaitanya Hindi is the channel for you.
Yes.
And English one is Yoga Chaitanya, CHAITANYA.
I will put the name on the description and the handles and all of that. But he has great videos about mudras and yoga and all of that. And you also have teas, no? You're making teas?
Yeah. So we are into two businesses.
Yeah.
Like one is the teacher training programs, which we train teachers over here in Goa from October till February, March max, which is the season of the Goa. And then we shift to the Dharamsala. We have another setup in Dharamsala, which is very beautiful, just like this place, Isra, which is like a small island on the side of a river with bamboo, mud and stone cottages. So it's like too many trees, birds chirping, very organic and beautiful place. So we teach over there from March onwards till October, September end, and then October we come over here to Goa. So we have three trainings. One is Yin Yang, which is combination of Ashtanga Vinyasa and Yin. So which basically explores the dynamic aspect of Ashtanga and the feminine aspect of Yin. So need to balance both the energies. Too much Ashtanga is also not good. Too much Yin is also not good. So the balance. When you learn both that. And yoga is all about the balance. Tranquility of the mind. To be in the present moment, here and now. Samasthiti, here and now. Okay. So, and then second training is Yin Yoga and meditation, which is also very highly demanded. Many people enroll for that. Which is going into depth of Yin. Much depth. If you'll research on Google, you'll not find any course more detailed than that course. That I can assure. And then we have meditations over there where we explore traditional meditations, modern meditations for the modern 21st century man. To work on stress, daily life issues, how to use these tools to work on, and how you can teach them. And then third training we have of yoga therapy, which has Ayurveda, basics of Ayurveda, not much detail because Ayurveda also like an ocean as yoga is.
Yes.
So basics of Ayurveda, to understand the constitution, doshas of your body, how can you balance them through daily routine, dincharyas, which is daily routine. And then we have asanas, hatha yoga asanas plus Iyengar style with some props and procedures. And kriyas, cleansing techniques, meditations, guided meditation, yoga nidra, psychic sleep, laughter yoga. Laughter yoga is still, laughter meditation is there in both the courses, Yin as well as this one also. So it's having a lot of tools. So you use these tools to design a yoga therapy
Yes.
for a particular ailment or a disease, from a Ayurvedic angle as well as a allopathic angle.
Yes.
So this is what we teach, and how we emphasize on teaching a lot, like how to teach, because people do yoga trainings and are not capable of teaching because they have stage fear. Because I was also going through these things. I've experienced this in my life. So my emphasis is to make people stand on stage, how to deliver, how to teach a class, how to improvise it.
Yeah.
So this is very important.
It's not that easy.
Yeah.
If you're in India, if you want to visit India, you want to come to beautiful Goa, you can come to ISRA, PDI, you can stay here, you can take yoga teacher training with Sukhi, you can get panchakarma treatments, massages, you can get consultations with me, more like mind, emotional control, all of that. So you have a beautiful package over here.
We also
in this
offer
location.
retreats also. Like
Yes.
we do a couple of yoga classes, meditation classes, and then you can have just a stay or you can go for a treatment also. So we have multiple options.
Yes, very complete, a lot of options. Okay, thank you for this interview and I will see you later. Bye everybody.
Namaste. Sat Shri Akal.